here with a vibrant lady. Let me just say, she's a lady, but she has the qualities of a man. Because what men can do, this vibrant lady can do. So I'll first of all allow her to introduce herself before the interview proper starts. You are welcome, madam.
Thank you so much, Kekuta, our one and only Kekuta, the CEO of Fine TV, who without him and without his support, Edusa will be nowhere because he sells Edusa to the world. So Kekuta, your effort towards making Edusa great is noticed, and I pray for Allah to continue to bless you. Um, Once again, good morning, viewers. I go by the name Anna Manga. I know this Anna Manga is not a new face to Find TV. I am a student at the University of the Gambia, a third year, in the School of Education. Here, I'm currently serving the education student as the Vice President on the 14th Executive Council and presidential candidate for Team Renaissance in the recent concluded EDUSA election. But it's unfortunate, viewers out there, I lost the election. Yeah, but losing the election doesn't is not something that I felt so bad. I just have the understanding that election is either you win or you lose. But then what is more important is losing the election. After losing the election, I should join hand in those that win in making Edusa great, because we all have one greater goal, which is making Edusa great. So I have just lost the election, but doesn't mean I have lost in my contribution in making Edusa being the best that we are all yearning for. So thank you, viewers.
Madam, coming down to the election itself, history will tell you that Edusa has never had a female president before. You have that courage, the zeal to come for the first time to break that barrier. Um, what gives you that courage?
Wow, okay, what an important question. Yeah, this is the question I think I'll feel comfortable to answer most on this today's platform. When you look at School of Education and the association itself, back in history, um, the association was established in 2009. And at that time, people were not having that motivation in them to come and lead. It's like the leadership was not spiced up. So people just come based on selection. We're just friends. I talk to other one, and then we are there. Some even have to rule about 2 terms because the interest was not there for people to come and lead. In 2020, EDUSA started its first election. And Kekuta, you'll be amazed to know, since then till now, we have never had a female leader, talk less of a female candidate. And the question is it that women did not have the potential to really do it? They have the potential. But what is making them stay behind is because sometimes they lose the confidence in them. They might not have the courage in them. And sometimes the discrimination and so many things that surround women leadership make them to hold down. And they feel like we just have to be there to elect the man to lead, and then we still have to be behind to support the person to succeed, but not us necessarily coming forward. So as a woman, and also as a woman who believes in female or women in leadership, said like, okay, we can do it, because I am not seeing men as competitors. No, I am seeing men as partners in development. So if we are partnering with them to develop, I feel like we can still partner with them for them also to help us to develop, because we are attending the same university, the same lectures, they have the same qualities like us. So I feel like I should be that person to come and break the chain. I should give those women the confidence, the courage to sell out their potential in them. This is why I come up. So again, understanding the type of person I am, I understand I am a leader who is meant to go along with people to make sure each and every person succeed. I have been a leader since my primary school. I've been a leader in my junior school. I have been a leader at Amitek Senior Secondary School. Kekuta, you'll be amazed to know I have served Amitek to an extent that my name is on record in the walls of Amitek for history, for generation and generation to live to remember Anna. That shows the service of a leader. So when I come to EDUSA, the trend continue serving EDUSA, doing my best for them. So I feel like I need to continue working hard. And this is why I said, look, something have never happened. I'm going to make it happen. That is being the first female presidential candidate because I know I was having the competence, I am having the leadership skill, I am a resource oriented individual, and I am a leader who leaves no one behind, means I am an inclusive person. All this made me to come forward. And so the women out there that break that chain of silence and break that chain of fear and know that we can do it. And guess what, Kekura? When a woman leads, she leads to serve everybody. Even it wants her to do the last dying minute, she does that. That's the woman, and that's the spirit I have in me. These are some of the reasons that makes me to come forward. Yeah.
Yes, madam, many of the Edusan see Renaissance, that's the camp we are from. They see the camp as a vibrant camp, a very strong camp. Many believe that you could have easily won this particular election, but later the table turned around. If I may ask, what went wrong?
Kekura, thank you so much. What went wrong in Team Renaissance? What a question. Anyway, thank you so much. I'll be glad to answer that question. Like history will tell you, Team Renaissance have been a team actually that was established before all other camps or all other teams in Edusa. So when Team Renaissance was formed, it was ruling, and then later we have reformers. Reformers came up, and that was the first election that Team Renaissance went with reformers. But you'll be amazed to know that they have the 11 over 11. And after their reformers was no more, and then we have Student Service Council SSC emerged. And in their first election with Team Renaissance, they have 3 seats, which is the presidency, the vice, and the finance minister. Still, the majority was Team Renaissance, even though some of the key positions they lost it. So come back in the 13th Executive Council, Renaissance dominates. And actually not 11 over 11, but the key positions was with Team Renaissance. So you come last year election, the same. It wasn't 11 over 11, but the key positions as well were with Team Renaissance. So this year as well, Renaissance have done its homework very well. But Kekuta, it says in politics, there is no permanent friend and there is no permanent enemy. And it is difficult for you to now know in certain crucial moments who is your enemy and who is not your enemy. For it is difficult for you to really know who is your enemy because not everybody who smiles at you likes you. But it was difficult for Renaissance to understand or to quickly picture out who were the real people and who were not the real people. So as they were doing their homework underground, there was somebody out there leaking their information, leaking their plans, and making things very difficult for them. So it's like you have two people digging a hole for us to get the water. As you dig and go home, somebody come and return the sand back. So obviously you can never get the water that you're looking for. That makes it difficult for us this time around. But we said in life, every lesson that you go through is a point for you to learn. Yes, everything that goes in life is for you to take that point as a learning point. So we have learned our lesson, and I am telling you, Kekuta, come next year. Renaissance is coming back stronger and greater and more powerful than this year. Thank you.
I like that. I like that courage. You coming back next year to reclaim the mantle, right?
Exactly. We are going to reclaim the mantle.
Okay. Anna, you still in council, and many people see you as a very experienced council member. Um, it's like you just lost this election, and if you are to give any recommendation for this incoming executive members, the Malcolm-led council, what are some of the recommendations that you can give to them for the advancement of EDUSA?
Yeah, thank you so much, Kekuta. As I was in council, and I have experience towards council work, but I have also learned some of the new things when I was in council. So I know how I have stood very well on my ground to make sure what I want, I see it achieved. But I must tell you, Kekuta, it wasn't easy. Let me tell you, Edusans for free. We are in various camps, and I expected this to be only at election level. After election, we forget about this camp and then we move forward. So when I was in council, at some point I really have to take off this burden that I just have to move forward, and that is making Edusa great, because I never wanted to go backward or make Edusa be behind. But the greatest challenge we face sometimes, this camp issue is still taken at council level, which is really a problem if Edusa wants to develop. So the recommendation that I will give to the upcoming 15 Executive Council, unity should be number one. They should unify their hearts. I know 100% maybe they might not remove the camp affiliation in them, but then let them try, even if 75 to 80% understands that Edusa confess before their camp, and let them unite among themselves. Let them come up with programs that is going to make Edusa be that exemplary school within its sister school. That is what I have to recommend. Unity, unity, unity. Any society that grows and being admired by all is a unified society. So if this council really wants to do great, they must work hand in hand. They must see each other as brothers and sisters in council, and see themselves as people who are representing the voice of thousands of people out there who trusted them and give them their voice, because their vote were their voice which they have given them. So they should unify among themselves. Again, let them not underrate partnership. Let them not underrate partnership. It is said you might want to scratch your back, but your hand might not be that too long for you to reach the point that you want to scratch. You will turn and look at a friend and say, help me scratch this point. So they should understand that council alone can never make them be successful of all the activities that they want to do. Because an association to achieve, you need financial muscle. And if your financial muscle is not strong, you will have excellent plans, but you cannot achieve them. So let them not joke with partnership. Let them not underrate any person. Even they have a person whom they can partner to get something, even it's as small as $50, $10 is okay. And let them not also joke with media. Media is a platform that you can use to sell your agendas. So people like you, they should really not joke with you. They should always try their utmost best to continue the partnership that was established by the 13th Executive Council, and also spread their wing more, to look for more media house and make more partners with them, because the more visibility you are, the more people understand what you are doing, the more people will build interest and come up to support you. So these are some of the recommendations I will give them. And the other one I will give them is, let them try their I will give them is let them try their almost best to come up with activities that will involve all edusans. Inclusivity. Inclusivity in whatsoever you are doing is key, because this will make people see themselves in you. And if I see myself in whatever you are doing, I will leave no stone unturned to make sure that I participate. So these are some of the recommendations I will give them. They have seen the way I led the nationwide tour. Even people living with disabilities, we are part of the tour. That shows how I was able to be that creative leader, to be inclusive. So the same, let them not leave people living with disability behind. Let them come up with activities that will make especially the female to come forward. And let them not see the elders in Edusa. So, we have certain age in Edusa. Let them try to come up with activities that will still make those people involved. Again, let them not forget about the master students. It is said experience is the best teacher. So involving the master students as well is going to make those people give them better and best advice, which they can use in order to make Edusa great. Again, let them not forget the lecturers that we have. Let them not forget the dean that we have. It is important when a child is in a house, you always respect and give the elders their due. For if an elder is recognized, the elder will not leave you to crumble. Thank you.
Madam, some candidates got discouraged, or one can say they get discouraged once they lost election. As for you, the first time I contacted you to come and face the media, you have never hesitated. You said, "I will come." If it were others, they'll be saying that I don't want to face media because I have lost the election. What is your driving force?
Akikuta, like I say earlier, I have a heart of a leader. I have a heart that I should serve people. And this is why since when I was young, I was serving people. And I graduate still serving people. So losing an election doesn't mean you should stay behind and you no longer have the passion and interest to serve people. Then you are not a leader. I will be ready to serve EDUSA today even more than I did before. I have the name Anna EDUSA. It's because EDUSA have never done anything that I am left behind. And I will still continue doing that because EDUSA must build a legacy. That is my mission. EDUSA must build a legacy in UTG. And we have started. You have seen us receive the prize of the Best Sub Association. And receiving the Best Sub Association is not a child play that you can receive that. It's about us, even those that lose, have the spirit that I was having a goal that is to make EDUSA great. And the opponent or the person I was competing with still also have the same goal like I have. So it's like we have the bigger goal that we have is one. We just have different political ideologies or the way we handle our political strategies, or we have the same different policies and programs. But if you come to the ultimate one, when you put all the other ones under one umbrella, is one that is making EDUSA great. So if I have good policies and programs, somebody have policies and programs, and then we compete, and I lost the election, what I should do, or what my opponent should do, is to not to leave me behind, is to involve me, and for me to not to feel withdraw, not to feel discouraged and feel like edusans don't need me, they don't like me, so I don't have to come out. I am not that person. Like I told you earlier, Kekuta, I am ready to serve Edusa now even more than I did
So,
before.
meaning if your opponent approaches you and said he wants to work with you, will you accept it?
More than the word, he doesn't own Edusa. He is just a president selected or elected by the Edusans through the ballot box. But then, it doesn't mean he owns Edusa. If he should approach me and said, Anna, I want to work with you. And I said, no, 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 no. I don't want to work with you. You are A, B, C, Y, Z. I have not done it for him, but I have done it for the Edusans. Yes. If he should approach me to work with him, to give my expertise that I have, to give my skills, and I said no and I withdrew, then I was not a genuine leader. I was not genuine to the cause that I wanted to carry. Then I am not genuine to Edusans. I am not genuine to the entire university at large. So I will be ready. Unless he didn't knock at my door, even though he didn't knock, I will see how best to involve myself, even though he didn't knock. And especially when he knocked, that is going to be a greater opportunity or a platform I will use to continue to show Edusans that Anna have a heart for you. And this is the heart I will live to see it achieved.
It's so interesting. Madam, before we take a leave of you, I know I will have loved to go on and on with you up to like 1 hour because the interview is very interesting. But then we are dealing with time. Before we take a leave of you, can you please give your final message, advice, any other thing that you want to give Edusa?
Yeah, thank you so much. The last advice I want to give Edusans out there, to be honest, Kekuta, this year politic is a politic that I am not happy of. For it's a politic that is not my ideology. It's a politic that I totally did not believe in. A politics of character assassination, a politics of sending misinformation, A politics of doing things that did not worth it just to win an election. That is not the politics I believed in. Kekuta, last year, I was a candidate and I have an opponent. We did a very clean politics last year. Today I am speaking, and I am speaking for media. Everybody is seeing me. Preacher or Abdul Dabo is a brother to me today. And he was an opponent yesterday. But today he is a brother. The reason he is a brother today is because he gave me utmost respect during the political time. And I gave him the same respect that he also deserved. And this is why even after the election, he have never for once leave me alone. He have never taken the back seat. He always called, he always texts, encouraging and advising me. Imagine tomorrow when we met, when we should meet in any office or in any workplace. If he is the one there and he sees me, he will be ready to help me. If I am ready there and I see him, I'll be ready to help him. For we have done clean politics. And this is the type of politics I believed in. These are the ideology I believed in. But this year politics, I was surprised to see a lot of character assassination, character defamation, insults, a lot of things. And this is the least we should expect from EDUSA politics. This is the least we should expect from university politics. For these young politicians are the ones that are going to grow up to the national level. So if we should have this bad politics right now, imagine when we grow up to national level. You can then ask yourself, is the Gambia really going to move forward or even sink more than now? It's a question we should ask. I expected to go in for a very clean politics, and this is why I leave my hands clean. I didn't stain anybody. For I know there is life after politics, there is life after UTG, which we should be more conscious of. Nobody will go through your phone and you said you have seen a write-up in which Anna have character assassinate their opponent. And I have a lot, like I said earlier in the interview, I have a lot I could write because I have worked also with one of my opponents. And like we say, no man is perfect. There must be some mistake that he have done, but I have not capitalized on those mistakes and use it against him during the political campaign, because that is not my ideology. So I just want to remind Edusans, politics have time, it comes and go. So when we are in the political time, let's make it clean. Let's understand we are dealing with each other as brothers and sisters, and there is life after UTG, which is more important to me even than the current situation that we are in. So once again, Edusans, I respect your decision, and I thank you so much for giving it to my opponent. Like I said earlier, we all have the same goal, which is making EDUSA great. So I call on all Edusans to forget your camp affiliation, to forget all other sentiments that you may have in you, to forget about the insults and the character defamation that had happened during the political time. Let's have one heart, which is making EDUSA best within its sister school in the four corners of the University of the Gambia. Once again, thank you.